Welcome. If you're a new viewer here, be sure to click the subscribe button and also click the bell icon so that you'll be notified about videos uploaded from this channel. The topics that we'll be discussing today: Nevia stabbed to death by ex-lover, gun attack on passenger bus in Portmore, 8-year-old boy shot in the head after a protest in Sh0t, and more. Deportation order has been issued for 2 of 7 Jamaicans who were held trying to illegally enter the United States when the boat they were traveling in crashed in Florida last month. The 2 are being processed by the United States Border Patrol at a Chrome detention center. The 5 other Jamaicans remain in custody and are being processed at different facilities in Florida. The 2 facing deportation are being expected to arrive later this month, according to highly placed sources at the center. The Jamaicans were among 17 people, including nationals from Haiti, Bahamas, Venezuela, and Romania, on a boat that almost ran aground in Pompano Beach in Broward County area in Florida in June. It was reported that the boat left Bahamas for Florida. It was further reported that the Jamaicans flew to the Bahamas from Jamaica to link up with the boat, reportedly paying $500 each to be smuggled into the U.S. Law enforcers officials acknowledge that the trip to the Bahamas by the smugglers has become the preferred route to get people into the U.S. illegally. According to reports, the boat carrying immigrants arrived on shore near the 2800 block of Atlantic Boulevard near 28th Avenue on the inner coastal waterway, and deputies were called to the area. A highly placed official stated that it is not the first such incident. He said that people are looking for unconventional ways to enter the U.S. This has been highlighted because it has made the news, but there have been many other incidents which flew under the radar, the official said. According to the Homeland Security Department sources, Border Patrol agents have stepped up their monitoring of various means by which people in the Caribbean are seeking to enter the U.S. through unconventional ways. It is strongly suspected in law enforcement circles that the immigrants paid to board to the U.S. and were not trafficked. The investigation is ongoing, and officials at the Jamaica consulate in Miami are monitoring the situation. Jermaine Miller, who was accused of the stabbing death of his ex-girlfriend, 27-year-old Nevia Sinclair, at their family home in St. Elizabeth last year, was today sentenced to life in prison for her murder. His attorney, Queen's Counsel Peter Champagne, told our news team that a short while ago that Miller was also sentenced to 13 years for burglary. Miller will have to serve 20 years before being eligible for parole. The sentences are to run concurrently. The sentences were handed down by High Court Judge Justice Attorney Day in the St. Elizabeth Circuit Court in Black River. Sinclair had moved out of her boyfriend's home and returned to live with parents because of an alleged abusive relationship. She was stabbed to death in her bedroom about 10:50 p.m. on January 12, 2020, as her family slept. The intruder had pushed aside mosquito netting and climbed through an unlocked window to enter her bedroom. Miller was allegedly seen fleeing the scene immediately after Sinclair's parents saw her bleeding on the floor. A St. James man was shot and killed while having a meal outside his house on Wednesday night. The deceased has been identified as 31-year-old Rodane Slowly, also called Brown Chops, of Salt Spring in the parish. Reports are that about 9:15 p.m. he was outside his house having a meal when gunshots were heard. The police were called, and when they arrived on the scene, he was found in his yard lying in a pool of blood with gunshot wounds to the head and elsewhere on his upper body. The body was removed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where death was confirmed. No motive has been established for the killing. The Montego Hill police are investigating the incident. The Greater Portmore police are searching for armed men who shot 2 men on a passenger bus in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine on Monday. The bus was reportedly traveling along the Gregory Park Main Road at about 6:30 a.m. when a man who was being chased by armed thugs entered the vehicle seeking refuge from his assailants. The gunmen opened fire on the bus, hitting the target men and a security guard who was a passenger. The injured men were transported to the hospital where the guard was admitted in serious condition. The people in Panabus are supposed to traumatize Them supposed to wonder if them salt or what. Nobody not go want come out so early for take no bus again for go work, you know. So other part they are go work out. I know a lot of people are gonna say the man should jump in at the bus, but nobody know want them 3 points get take away. So any means you see for try to get away, them are gonna try to get away. So maybe this man jump in at the bus thinking that alright, them since I'm jumping at the bus, me not feel like say them are gonna shoot at the bus with everybody because them not gonna want hurt nobody else. But him wrong. Them decide say, are you my come for? I'ma not leave without you. And you see how things mess up. And him them come for, you know. Yes, him get shot, but the innocent person who get shot because of him in a serious condition and him in a stable condition. So the security guard jump up out of him bed early for to try to make ends meet for him and him family. And on his way going to work, as something like this happened to him. You see why violence will never stop, because innocent people continuously getting hurt. And that is totally messed up. So just imagine the innocent one them with 3 points get take for nothing at all. An 8-year-old boy was shot by gunmen in Arnett Gardens, St. Andrew on Thursday. Reports are that the child was shot meters away from a sports complex. The child, who was reportedly shot in the head, has reportedly been rushed to the hospital. His condition is still not known. The attack comes just after residents of the community of Trenchtown staged a protest in the community calling for an end to the ongoing violence in the area.
Kingston Public Hospital at the moment, and yes, an 8-year-old boy was shot in the head earlier today, and he is now, we were told just now that he went CT scan. We were also told that he is in serious condition, and at one point doctors had to perform a chest compression to keep him alive. On the scene earlier when we went there, we were told that he was sitting on a bicycle near to a group of men. Then men on College Smith Drive drove up in a motor car, came out, fired shots on the men who were sitting near to where the boy was, and in the process, he got shot. A police source said that it's believed that the men fired back at the men in the car, but it doesn't appear as if anyone was injured except for the boy who is here at the Kingston Public Hospital now, battling for life. Doctors have stabilized him, and the aim is to move him quickly to the Bustamante Hospital for Children as soon as that is done, if they're successful.
Unfortunately, the update on this situation is that the boy succumbs to his injuries. He has been identified as Jaheem Bogle. So viewers and subscribers, obviously the man them now run a joke and them not feel like say them supposed to chill anytime soon. The ladies them just come out come protest, and me mean couple hours right after them done protest this take place. And as I stated earlier, most of the time always the innocents them get caught up in it. So how it go stop? That is the question of the day. Now people, at your time, I would love to hear what are your thoughts on all these stories down in the comment section. We have made it to the end of our next video. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys next time. I'm out, and stay blessed and stay safe.